The iPhone 18 Pro might not be a revolutionary upgrade, but it could quietly become one of Apple's most important and biggest upgrades ever. Let me tell you why. Yes, we are expecting some big upgrades to the iPhone 18 Pro, but overall, this might still look like the iPhone 17 Pro that I have in my hand. The iPhone 18 Pro will have some upgrades, especially to that display look and to the camera system that could quietly make the iPhone 18 Pro a nice upgrade. But, like every year, people will say it's the same thing. Looks the same, feels the same in the hand, it's the same, right? I don't think so, because the iPhone 17 Pro was a big change in terms of looks from the iPhone 16 Pro Max, changed the materials of the case, changed the feeling in the hand, and still, in my opinion, I think this was a smaller upgrade than ever. This is still essentially the same iPhone, packaged in a different way, with a different telephoto. And that's it. But the iPhone 18 Pro promises something different. Starting off with the display, Apple is rumored to shrink the notch, or at least shrink the dynamic island. Apple is rumored to completely remove the Face ID and put it under the display. But this rumor was whack. I don't think this is real, because if Apple does that, if Apple removes Face ID and only uses the camera, the front-facing camera that it now has, the center stage camera, it means that it will look like any other Android phone. And Apple doesn't work that way. They want a special, unique iPhone look. And so, according to more reputable leakers and John Prosser, we are expecting the iPhone 18 Pro to shrink the dynamic island, not to completely remove it. So, some sensors below the display, others on top and with the camera. Still up front, on the same area of the dynamic island. It will still look the same and work the same, but it will definitely know it's the iPhone 18 Pro from the front. Because from the back, the changes will be very, very small. We are expecting a new set of colors, and I'm truly inspired by that really Burberry color. Seems really nice, seems beautiful. The rest of the colors are meh. But if Apple launches a matte black, I'm all for it. I love matte black. I miss it on the iPhone, and I miss it so much. After choosing this bright orange on the iPhone 17 Pro, I'm done with bright colors. For the rest of the body, we are expecting the same iPhone, the same aluminum construction, the same overall look and design. Apple is not changing a thing, and so if you buy the iPhone 18 Pro, look it from behind, the only differentiating factor will be the color. And obviously from the front, the new dynamic island. And that's it. That's all the changes coming in terms of looks for the iPhone 18 Pro. So you could say that this is an iPhone 17 Pro S. This is a very, very small upgrade. But Apple is currently dividing the lineup in two. The iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone Ultra, the iPhone foldable iPhone, will come out in September. And then the other iPhones will come out in December or March timeline. So the iPhone 18 and the newest iPhone SE. So Apple is dividing the lineup in consumer electronics, consumer iPhones, and professional iPhones. And this makes a lot of sense. So this iPhone 18 Pro does not need to compete with the iPhone 18 in order to become a good value iPhone, which it wouldn't be, because the iPhone 17 is also an amazing value iPhone. So the iPhone 18 would completely destroy the iPhone 17 Pro or 18 Pro available. And so Apple is considering dividing the lineup in two. The iPhone 18 Pro now needs to compete with the iPhone Ultra, which will be a super expensive iPhone, foldable, costing like $2,000, while with the iPhone 18 Pro keeping up the same prices. Again, this will be a more professional iPhone, focused on performance, focused on the camera performance. And so we are getting a completely new chip focused on the 2nm processor from TSMC. This means that the A20 chip will be much faster, but on the iPhone, that's relative. The one thing that we should expect, and it's super, super important, is efficiency. The iPhone needs to improve efficiency every single year if it wants to keep up with the same battery life with more powerful features. And so, Apple is improving the efficiency of the iPhone by around 20% every single year. This year will be no different, and so expect battery gains, expect better battery life, but also expect better performance, especially on the AI. We might get better AI, and according to rumors, with the iOS 26 leaks for WWDC coming up in less than 2 weeks, we should expect a feature-packed WWDC coming up on June 8th. Let's start with the biggest one, Siri. For years, Siri has been a running joke, but iOS 26 might be the update that actually fixes that. Apple is building what's being described as a full chatbot version of Siri. Think ChatGPT or Claude, but deeply baked into your iPhone at level system. There will be a dedicated Siri app where you can have real back and forth conversations, look back at past chats, upload documents and images, the whole deal. Here's the kicker. Apple is reportedly partnering with Google and using a custom AI model built alongside the Gemini team. iOS 26 also has to do some heavy lifting for Apple's first ever foldable iPhone, the iPhone Fold, launching this September. When that phone is open, you get a nearly 8-inch iPad-like display with multitasking, 2 apps running side by side, something we never had on an iPhone before. When it's closed, it looks like and acts just like a regular iPhone. What we need in iOS, though, is more stability, less bugs. And according to Mark Gurman, we are getting that. Apple is focusing on a less buggy, more stable version of iOS 27. And according to him, they are working on it. So expect less features than last time, but a more stable version of iOS. The camera app is also getting a completely full customization overhaul where you can arrange your controls like widgets. There's a new dedicated Siri camera mode with visual intelligence. You'll be able to scan a nutrition label and log it directly to the health app, or scan a business card and instantly add it to a contact. And with that, we also should expect more powerful features on the iPhone. Whenever Apple increases the efficiency, they are able to put more battery consuming features on this phone. And according to John Prosser, this is a very, very weird, but if it happens, it's a super powerful leak. Apple is considering to put 5G satellite technology on the iPhone. This is insane. This means that you will never need another cellular tower to have cellular data on your phone. Internet everywhere via satellite. That's crazy to think. That's life-changing actually, so we will have internet everywhere you go. On the mountains, on the sea. No more issues with that. This is the beginning of something very big, and that's why I say that the iPhone 18 Pro might quietly be one of Apple's biggest upgrades ever, because it will introduce something very powerful that people don't actually understand yet, but might reveal itself to be one of Apple's biggest upgrades and features for the future. Imagine being on the mountains, on the sea, on a plane, on a cruise ship, and having internet, 5G internet speeds. That's crazy, and that might change lots of lives. Another thing that is also very important on the iPhone are the cameras. And the cameras on the iPhone 18 Pro are no different. These are going to be a very, very iterative upgrade in some areas, especially on the telephoto and ultra-wide cameras. Probably expect the same cameras to be there, but the 48 megapixel wide lens, the main sensor, will be variable aperture. This means that it will be able to, just like DSLR cameras, change its aperture. So if you want to let in more light, you open up the aperture, more light into the camera, gives you a better depth of field and gives you a more professional look, more bokeh to the photos. Better low light photography, better low light video. But if you want a more sharp look, if you want to zoom a bit further, you close in the aperture, you close in the camera sensor, it lets in less light, focuses in a bit further, and also gives you a more sharper photo with higher and brighter lighting conditions. This is important on DSLR cameras, mirrorless cameras. This is very important. And on the iPhone, it's going to be a game changer. So expect more realistic bokeh, expect better low light video, better low light photography, but also better control of the exposure. This is a big step forward in the iPhone becoming just like another professional camera, replacing yours. And that is the purpose of the iPhone 18 Pro and the Pro lineup of iPhones in general, to become a camera professional. So it's more like a media production. You can edit videos, record them, post them. Rather than just being a camera or a phone, this is becoming your media device. The Pro iPhone is just that. And with that, we don't know about the storage capabilities. We don't know if it's going to be 4 terabytes, 6 terabytes, or Apple is keeping the same scheme with maximum of 2 terabytes of storage. As for the pricing, we haven't heard any leaks suggesting that the price will increase, so expect the same $1099 for the base model iPhone 18 Pro and $1199 for the base model iPhone 18 Pro Max. On the side of these iPhones, we are getting the iPhone Ultra. That's a completely different device. Here's the link to find out what's coming on the iPhone Ultra, but I will have an updated video with all the iPhone Ultra leaks in one single updated video. So if you guys are excited for that, drop a like down below, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss those videos. But if you are excited for the iPhone 18 Pro, let me know below. Are you buying one? Are you replacing your current iPhone? Which one it is? And what is your final review about the iPhone 17 Pro? Mine? Well, I guess it was a very small upgrade. Quite excited to see the 18 Pro. Still not sure if I'm switching to foldable or not.